What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's Anfield Agenda late night news roundup. Tonight's late night agenda was mainly taken up speaking about the Trent Alexander-Arnold situation, of course, giving everyone a chance to share their views. But transfer business doesn't take a break, and plenty of stories to go through tonight. We're going to be speaking about Nico Williams, Jeremy Frimpong. We're going to be speaking about Wesley, Benjamin Sesko, and a couple of other interesting bits and pieces along the way. We know that we need to bring in a right back now to compete with Conor Bradley, so the hunt is on in that regard. Lots more to come up over the next few minutes, but as always, do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Proud to say as well that our Cork show is now officially live and on sale. You can get your tickets to come and see us at Cypress Avenue, Cork for an over-18s event with the QR code on the screen, or you can use the link in the description of this video. That link, by the way, will have the link to all of our shows in it. The two that are scheduled for Liverpool and, of course, the one for Cypress Avenue as well in Cork. Going to be in Cork August the 8th, the day before the Community Shield. So I hope to see you guys there for that one. I want to kick off tonight with a little bit around the Trent Alexander-Arnold situation, but with a bit of a slightly different take. Let me bring up an image on screen for a minute and show you a bit of a difference. So these two images here that you can see are two images that Liverpool Football Club posted when two players were departing. The one on the left is Divock Origi, and Liverpool posted to say, Divock Origi will leave the club when his contract expires at the end of June. Thank you for an incredible 8 years of service and leaving us with so many special memories. Divock Origi, Liverpool legend. So that's what the club posted when Divock announced he was leaving. For Trent, they've gone with Trent Alexander-Arnold has informed Liverpool FC of his intention to leave the club this summer upon the expiry of his current contract. Bit of a difference there in the tone from the club, thanking and congratulating Divock and just very matter of fact about the Trent situation. I'll let you get behind what you think the club's feelings are on that one. So let's talk now a little bit about Wesley, right back from Flamengo. We know his agent's been over in the UK talking to potential suitors for him. This piece here from Caught Offside saying that Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City and Barcelona are all competing to sign Flamengo right back Wesley this summer. I don't know how seriously Liverpool's interest is in this guy. It is going back quite a way. We know, of course, Liverpool Scout Network over in South America have been keeping tabs on him, but as you can see from that report, we aren't the only one. So if and when we get more information on this, we'll bring it to you. But for now, he is one of a possible, well, few options at right back, and we'll move on to speak about Frimpong as one of those in a moment. But before this, Benjamin Sesko. He does have a release clause of just over €80 million that is valid this summer. In principle, a transfer for Sesko is possible without triggering the release clause. As an example, they say Leipzig could demand €75 million fee plus 15 million in bonus payments. That's a report from Sky Sports Germany. So Sesko is one of the names on Liverpool's list that they've looked at. Hugo Ekitike is another one. Some people report Victor Osimhen. I've even seen Victor Gyökeres name mentioned, although I don't believe Liverpool have any interest in Gyökeres personally, but they are some of the names being bandied around. Obviously, Isak would be the club's ideal target. Doesn't look like he's going to be available unless Newcastle miss Champions League and have some PSR headaches. Julian Alvarez, of course, another name that's been mentioned. Now I want to move on to Angelo Stiller, because this coming from Stuttgart and Stuttgart newspaper, they say Liverpool are eyeing Stuttgart midfielder Angelo Stiller. Stuttgart want at least €60 million for them to consider a departure. Now, I don't know if Liverpool are going to want to spend that much money on another midfielder. I don't know what the thought process is about Stefan Bajcetic, but Angelo Stiller's name is one that is constantly coming up, so there must be some credibility to these links. Let's wait and see if that transfers into Liverpool making a bid, but certainly Angelo Stiller is a name on the lips of many over in Germany with a potential move to Liverpool, maybe in the offing. Right, let's talk about Nico Williams, because Lewis Steele reported something earlier on that, well, it's got me really excited, I'm not going to lie. He said, Justin, keep an eye on Nico Williams in terms of a potential move to Liverpool. Credit LFC Transfer Room as well for their post on social media with this one. But I tell you what, If Liverpool make a move and sign Nico Williams, I will be very, very, very excited. It even got me thinking, who would I prefer, Nico Williams or Rodrigo Goes from Real Madrid? Honestly, I'm torn. I think they're both brilliant. Who would I prefer? I think Nico Williams is a bit more dynamic. So maybe him, maybe he's just a bit flashier, I don't know. But if these are the calibre of the type of players that Liverpool are really looking to try to bring in, then this could be a very impressive summer. You know my phrase on this, I'll believe it when I see it. But Lewis Steele saying, keep an eye on Nico Williams, not of Nottingham Forest, of course, Nico Williams of Athletic Club Bilbao, in terms of a potential move to Liverpool. Arsenal's name have also been linked with Nico Williams in the past. We know that Barcelona were admirers and tried to sign him last summer, but didn't really have the money. Don't know if interest there has gone away. But what I would say about Nico Williams is the wages could be a stumbling block. According to reports in Spain, his camp are asking for wages of around 400 grand a week to make the move. I think he's currently on about 250 in euro, something like that, at Athletic Club Bilbao, who of course can pay their players a higher salary because they don't really pay transfer fees when they're bringing in players from that region. So let us know your thoughts on this one. Do you believe Lewis Steele? Do you think Liverpool are really in the mix for Nico Williams? I mean, I'd love it to be true, but I'll believe it when I see it. And the last one we've got for you guys tonight is around Jeremy Frimpong, who, of course, we've been discussing back and forth on the channel when we were hypothetically discussing whether Trent would leave or not. Now that we know that Trent is leaving, this is what David Ornstein has had to say about Jeremy Frimpong. He said that Frimpong would be keen on a move to Liverpool if they decide to go down that route. The player has a release clause of 35 million euro, or about 29 million pound. Now, it looks like Xavi Alonso is going to depart Real Madrid this summer. We know Real Madrid won't need another right back because, well, Trent's going over there. So initially I think about this and I think he's too different. He only works in a back three. But part of me thinks if you have Connor Bradley and you have Frimpong, well, maybe you can use Frimpong in two positions. He could cover for Mohamed Salah if Mo needed a rest or to be rotated or even to be subbed off. And of course, then he could cover at right back for Connor Bradley, albeit he is more of a wing back than an actual right back. But at that price tag and given the versatility of the options for Arne Slot in which you could play him, it wouldn't be the most ludicrous transfer in the world. I don't know how big an emphasis Liverpool are going to put on a right back search this summer. Certainly, Connor Bradley deserves the right to show what he can do, but will his fitness be able to take the rigours of an entire season? Because what we don't want to be doing is going into a title defence and Connor Bradley unfortunately picking up a knock and then Liverpool being a little bit short in that right back department. So that and lots more to come up over the next few weeks, no doubt, ladies and gentlemen. But for tonight, do let us know your thoughts on the Nico Williams story, the Jeremy Frimpong links, Angelo Stiller, Benjamin Sesko, and of course Wesley of Flamenco. There's a couple of videos up on the channel as well around the Trent Alexander-Arnold situation, so feel free to share your thoughts on that. And again, I want to say thank you for giving us another record month here on the channel. We've just passed 7.3 million views over the past 28 days. And we just want to say thank you again for your continued support. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Much love, my friends. Bye-bye.